A man tossed his cigarette, then picked up his sniper rifle and aimed it at the fund manager who had ruined his family. A shot rang out, and the man fell. Then he turned his rifle toward the Wall Street building, aiming at the financial elites watching from inside. Jim believed they were all part of a conspiracy, greedily sucking the blood and sweat of ordinary people like vampires. Jim took out 2 grenades and set fire to all his evidence. He then calmly walked across the street, put on a white mask, and entered the building across the street. Everyone was distracted by the commotion outside, so Jim took the elevator directly to the floor of the investment bank that had scammed him. Bank employees were busy working. Jim entered with his gun, aimed at a manager, and was about to pull the trigger when he saw a photo on the man's desk.
My wife, she's pregnant.
The photo reminded him of his wife, and in the end, he spared the man. But the others were not so lucky. Just then, a large number of fully armed SWAT officers stormed into the building, heading directly for the floor Jim was on. At the same time, Jim walked into his boss's office. He ordered the 2 secretaries to leave, finally coming face to face with the man who had ruined his life. But Jim didn't shoot immediately. He forced the boss to the other side of the desk, sat in the boss's chair, and took off his mask. The boss's face didn't change, even with the gun pointed at him. After learning why Jim was there, he showed no fear or remorse. Instead, he was sarcastic. He said that no honest person can get rich in this world, that he and his family would always be at the top of the pyramid, and that people like Jim were born to be used and crushed. Jim was stunned by what he heard. He then glanced at the security cameras and proposed a game. He would put his gun on the table and count down from 3. The one who grabbed the gun first would live, the other would move first. The boss didn't wait for Jim to finish counting and grabbed the gun, proudly pulling the trigger. Just then, the SWAT team burst through the door. The boss instinctively turned with the gun in his hand. The officers, mistaking him for the shooter, shot and killed him on the spot. Jim quickly lay down, unmoving, and was mistaken for a hostage and dragged out of the scene. As he was being escorted downstairs, someone put a hand on his shoulder. It was an old friend from the police department. The friend looked at Jim and instantly knew the whole truth. But he chose not to expose the lie and instead firmly escorted Jim outside the police tape.